got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
John, how are you?
Taylor, how are you doing? What's going on,
Well,
buddy?
how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I'm doing pretty bad. Want to get into it? My peeve of the week.
Let's get into it. Let's do the peeve of the week.
My peeve of the week is automobiles.
Oh, yeah, I'm afraid to ask with automobiles because you never, ever.
Well, you already know. I've been
never know
complaining to you all
what's going to happen
for an hour before this.
That's fine.
Yeah. So last week, I think we talked about my car and how it was a cheap fix. Just needed to be a new battery. Fixed the issue that my lights were coming on the dashboard. And then a couple days later, they came on again. Took it in. They cleared the code, and that's all it took, right?
Right.
No,
right. Wrong.
We're in Omaha last weekend visiting family, which I'll get into, and it comes on again. So cleared it, took the battery cables off and reconnected them, cleared the codes for then, and just said I'll drive it home. Next time it comes on, I'll take it back into the dealership, and they'll take a look at it. So codes come on this morning on the way to work. So I said,
did they come on? Let me question. Sorry to interrupt. Did they come on while you're on the drive home?
Right after I started it. So they were off for a second, and then about a minute into me warming the car up, they all came on. So
okay.
So anyway, I said, hey, I'm taking the car in. Showed up, dropped it off, waited in the lobby for a while, and getting some work done. And all of a sudden, I get a text saying it's done. And it says, here's the things we recommend doing. So I click the link, and it's $5,400 of repairs.
God.
And my stomach went down south.
I can
my
see
heart
why.
went down south.
I can see why.
So I might be getting a new car soon.
Ooh.
And it wasn't a fun... Last time I got a new car, it was exciting, and I was looking forward to it. And I liked my current car, so I'm kind of sad that I don't want to...
Well, this is your first car, too, isn't it?
It actually is my first car I've ever owned.
Yeah.
The last one was a company car, and the one before that was, I think, my dad's car in college. So one before that, I shared with my sister in high school. So had this car for like 6-7 years, and it was like a head gasket was something or other. It was misfiring in cylinder 4, and it was leaking coolant into something, and yeah, so fun times.
Yeah, so that sounds like a major deal.
So before this,
it is a major deal with what they're talking about.
Yeah,
because they have to pull the entire top of the engine off in order to get to it. There's a lot of labor involved in that. Yeah. I don't know about $5,400 worth, but
yeah, it's probably not that much. But they could say whatever price they wanted, and I'll fall for it. So
yeah, well,
we're getting a second opinion on it.
Good idea.
But even then, not looking too good. So it's got 136,000 miles on it. I used to drive a lot to Omaha, and
well, that's all in all. That's been a fairly good car for you, though, hasn't it, Ben?
Everything that's been wrong with it before this has been, something I did. Like I ran over a cardboard box one time on the interstate that was unavoidable, and it pierced something in the bottom of it, and so that was my fault. Wear and tear, general stuff, but yeah, everything else has been good on it. So it's weird all of a sudden this happened.
Yeah.
And I take good care of it and get all the stuff done. So I'm surprised it happened.
You're pretty religious about oil changes and all that stuff.
Cleaned it out all the time. Thought it would pay off having a clean car, and nope. So spent a lot of today looking at new cars online, and you and I were looking up tips for getting the best price, and so might hold off till the end of the year to get a new one then.
Okay.
So Janelle and I are going to be a one-car family for a while.
Well, the worst could happen.
So thankfully she works from home, so I can use her car for a bit. But yeah, not sure how much the haggling works at car dealerships, and I think I've got all this power, and really it's like they don't care less. And yeah.
Well, just go in there and do what you can do. And that
put my intimidating face on.
You bet. Put the do that.
Yeah. If I don't get this price, I'm walking out that door right there. Okay.
I'm going to punch you in the face. What?
Well, we'll help you out.
Yeah.
So
You can pull a Mike Tyson on him. Throw that little line at him. What's this famous line he always used to say?
everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Until they get punched in the face.
I
just love that.
Well, last time I went to like 4 different dealerships. I was haggling prices here and there. Hey, I got this price at J. Wolf Honda. Can you do this? Okay, we'll take off $200. And then I walked out there like feeling like I was the big man.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Olathe Honda, and I just felt insulted, I think, because I got some sort of price that was like, I'm making it up. I got like a $20,000 price at Lee Summit Honda or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they offered like 4 free oil changes or 8 free oil changes. And I went over to the Olathe Honda and said, okay, I got $20,000 and 8 free oil changes. And they're like, okay, well, we can do $20,000 and no free oil changes. And I said, okay. And they looked at me like I should accept it. And then I left.
See you later.
Well, yours seems worse. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with now.
Yeah. Well, you'll be able to plow through this. You'll get through this one.
And
you got it.
Came home from our trip last night and noticed a big crack by our front door. So naturally,
that's not a big crack.
It's a foot long.
It's what they call a hairline. It's nothing.
I wouldn't know about those.
That's true, but it's not. It's not a.
There you go with your ball jokes again.
Here we go. So anyway, no, cracks happen all the time in houses.
Yeah, but it's out of nowhere, and it's coming from a door frame, which I think I've heard is not as bad as like a random one. But
yeah, it's just what they call it. I think it's a stress crack, and like you say, it's always around doors.
Well, sometimes they're not, and they get big and they go vertical or something, and that's when they're bad, I guess. But
yeah.
I don't know.
No, this is fine. You're
naturally
good.
I lost sleep over it, thinking about it.
Yeah. No.
So, anywho, just been a couple things here and there, just stressing Tay out.
House and cars, huh?
Give me a stress crack.
Yeah, you need one, bud. You need one.
But yeah, well, that wasn't last night. Last night was Monday. Yeah, I don't know. It was last night I saw it and came back from my trip Sunday night. So. Yeah, it's
probably been there for months.
It has not.
It has.
Well, we found an old picture and it wasn't there then, so.
What?
I don't know. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, you're fine. It's not. The house is not going to cave in. The house is not going to fall down. It's not going to go into a sinkhole. It's not going to go into that. It's nothing like that is going to happen.
An episode a month from now. So actually, we're in a big pit. Used to be Taylor's basement, and
used to be his basement.
The house did actually cave in. Looks like on episode 56 we said it would not.
Yeah.
So we'll take donations.
Set up a GoFundMe page.
Could use that right about now. Yeah. So anyway, I have had an interesting week, and last week was sick.
What? Wait a minute! You didn't tell me you were sick.
I think right after we recorded, I started to get kind of a scratchy throat.
Yeah.
And
was it what kind of sickness was this?
Just like a cold.
A coldy kind of thing? Okay.
Well, it could have been. Right. It felt like allergies at first, and I kept sneezing, and then Thursday went into work and was not feeling great. I had a sore throat. And then I had to go leave for Omaha after work. And I had to go home and take a nap because I was so tired and just worn out, which is never a good sign because I don't usually take naps. And it was our anniversary, so I drove up to Omaha with Janelle and had a wedding Friday. And Olsen and Shane and their family came in town late Thursday night.
How's Alyssa and Shane?
They're good.
How's their fam doing?
They're good.
Quinn?
Quinn's good. Her teeth are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
She just did a bike-a-thon at school. We donated to St. Jude, and for every $1, I think it was, she had to do a lap around the school or a lap around the track.
Okay.
I don't think she ended up doing the number she got donated because we gave like
$700 or something.
Yeah, she did Indianapolis $700.
Give her 10 grand.
But she did quite a bit. I think it was like 41.
She's still there.
Yeah, 41 laps she did.
Well, good for her. That's good though.
So raise some money for that.
Yeah.
She just looks and sounds so old now. So
Yeah, and she does. She really does. She
Especially
looks
with-
so old. I mean, and I'm looking at Parker and going, wow, she has just gotten so big.
yeah,
She's got to be
she's
a big girl.
a year and a half now, and she's talking a little bit,
Mhm.
and I think Quinn talks a little bit for her, but she's really rough on Quinn.
Is she?
We went to take some family photos on Saturday night, and I drove separate from, I think my mom and dad, and Alyssa drove with Parker and Quinn and them down there. And get out of the car, and Quinn's crying, of course, right before pictures, and apparently Parker threw a book at her face.
Sibling rivalries. I love them.
And
I love it.
the night before, she had pulled her hair, made Quinn cry. But yeah, her lip was bleeding when she got out of the car. And
Oh, gee,
so it wasn't a light thing.
Yeah.
What else did she do? I think she also hurt her chin from something Parker did. And
So Parker's tough. She's a ruffian.
yeah, she's not taking the hits, but she's giving them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a rough time. But
Yeah. She'll be all right.
Parker found it funny. Looked over and she just smiled with a book in her hand and didn't even know anything was wrong.
Yeah. Gotta love kids. Gotta love them.
But yeah, I had the wedding Friday in Omaha, and then Saturday we went to a pumpkin patch. And
Isn't this kind of an annual thing for you guys?
I think I went last year or 2 years ago. I didn't get to go a couple of the times, but yeah, they go every year with Quinn and Parker, and there's a picture every year of Quinn each year getting bigger in front of the sign. But yeah, I hadn't been in a couple of years, and we went to pay, and they say $85 for
What?
Janelle and I.
What?
And
For what?
that's what Janelle said. Like, to get in? Like, are we...
Is this just an admission fee, or
We
what's
don't want
the deal
5
here?
pumpkins. We just
Yeah,
want to
really.
get in.
Give me a bottle of whiskey with that, or what?
So apparently just to get in. I think a lot of the stuff's included. The games don't cost money or something, but everything else costs.
So this is an all-inclusive kind of thing?
Not beverages and food, and merchandise is not covered, but you can walk around and pet some goats and
Oh,
throw a football in a hole and
I see. Yeah.
go down a slide. That's about it.
Well, it's kind of I don't want to say it's a scam, but
I think we need to make a pumpkin patch.
I think we're going to need to do a pumpkin patch at TBB Studios, man.
There was a ride called like an egg something, and Quinn begged me to do it, and I did not give in because I told her it's going to ruin the weekend for Tio if she makes me get on this thing, because just looking at it made me sick. Just spun around a bunch. It's like the teacup ride at Disneyland.
Ooh, yeah.
Except a little worse. And
Ooh, yeah, you got to be careful of those things.
She begged me, and I think she was pretty quiet after, because the ride started, and I look over a minute later. I finally track her down because it's spinning in like 3 different directions, and look over, and Shane's kind of laughing, and Quinn is crying. So
Yeah.
she, I don't think was glad she did it, but
Yeah, well, she did it anyway.
yeah. So I would have been hurling all over the
Oh, I know.
cider mill.
I used to love those kinds of things. I used to love roller coasters and, anything that's real high and all that kind of stuff. Not anymore.
Yeah,
The old guy doesn't do it anymore.
I'll take a
Forget about it.
seat on the bench and just watch.
I'll just sit there and watch. Yeah.
So
It
that
was-
was a fun 6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and it was probably 4 or 5. And yeah, went to dinner and saw some family, and then Sunday they left.
That's fantastic. How's your mom and dad doing? They doing okay?
They're good.
Yeah.
But this comes out on November 5th,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was up there last week, it was the week before Halloween.
Uh-huh.
So the front is decorated Halloween, and the entire inside is decorated as Christmas. She Christmas threw up in their house.
Oh, is
about
that right?
2 weeks ago.
I fully relate with that. Fully relate with
She had a
that.
good reason, though, because the girls can't come back for Christmas this year, so that was the last time they would see it for the year, and she wanted it to look like Christmas, so they did it all up for them.
Sure, by all means.
So she had their
Grandparents
stockings
do
up,
that.
and
They just do that kind of stuff.
so anyway, she Said she'd like to enjoy it longer too.
Good.
So,
how's Joe taking all of this? Is he taking it in stride, or is
I think he knew it had to be put up one way or the other, so he might as well enjoy it for longer too.
Might as well go for it.
The outside is not decorated yet because I don't want to look too crazy. So,
Right.
they'll put that up probably next week. It's a big week recovering for Kim. Her and my sister went to Taylor Swift, which will be this coming Sunday. But this will come out 2 days after they're there. So she's probably still tearing up a little bit thinking about it.
Yep.
It's over. They got tickets over a year ago, I think, for this. So
really?
I think it was about a year ago.
How expensive are Taylor Swift tickets? Any idea?
I know the ones that I won't say the price because I know.
Well,
but
no, I don't want you to ask you that.
Let's just say if they didn't go, they probably could have paid for my car repair today.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
So it's in the
Not
car
that
repair.
Not that much.
Car repair realm, huh?
But you want to spend money on experiences and not things. So they definitely had an experience, I'm sure. So look forward to hearing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Just realized I looked over and saw your wedding ring and forgot I'm not wearing mine today.
Oh, what happened? Is it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I've got a bad habit of, not bad, but I just take it off when I get home.
Why?
I don't know. I've got a habit of taking my keys, my wallet, sometimes my watch, and then my ring off and putting it on my nightstand. I just don't like the feel of it sometimes. It's constricting.
Oh.
I don't mind it. Like,
you can have the size adjusted.
It fits
so
perfect.
it does not restrict in any way.
Well, it's my great grandpa's ring. And
exactly
it fits
right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't have to change
now
anything
it's
about it.
Now it's your wedding.
And now it's mine. And I wear it in the right places. It's better than the alternative of me wearing it at home and then taking it off before I leave.
Well, apparently not. So.
I just am weird about, like, when I'm sleeping, things touching me and stuff. I told that before. But
what?
I don't know. I just don't like the ring on sometimes when I'm at home.
Okay.
But I put it on when I leave. So everyone knows I'm taken.
Okay. Well, not really.
Not really? What do you mean?
Not everyone.
What do you mean, not everyone?
Do you wear your ring all the time to let people know?
Was that the point of a ring?
Yeah.
Is that the point of it? So everyone knows you're married? It's a symbol of...
It's a symbol of...
It's a circle because it has no end.
Right.
So I wear it when I leave and everyone knows he's married. Or he's just got a purity ring.
Okay. All right.
Anywho, so they'll go to Taylor Swift. They're going to stay in Indianapolis a couple nights and...
Oh, that's where it is?
They're having a girls' trip, yep.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Their football stadium there. So I think my mom, not to give it away too much, but when they went to Vegas one time, they saw the Beatles Cirque du Soleil show.
Uh-huh.
And she's not even a Beatles fan, but apparently she cried because she didn't want to leave.
Really?
She wanted to see it
well,
again.
that's good.
So I could imagine her being emotional about Mother Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they bought the tickets about a year ago, so they've been looking forward to it for a while.
Well, good for her. Kim, I hope you have a great time. I know you will.
After this, she's already been.
Mm-hmm.
But tell us all about it. Leave us a review. 5-star review.
Please let us know. Yeah.
How it was. See if she got in a fight with a 16-year-old because her friendship bracelet didn't work. We were going to trade.
I'm betting on Kim.
Yeah, she's scrappy.
Yeah, she is scrappy. She'll take him down for sure. Give me that bracelet, you little kid.
Yeah, I don't know about much else. My dad has maybe a trip coming up for work. He said he doesn't know if he's going, but a far ways away. That was about it. Otis is kind of a pain there.
Why? Oh, you mean it's your mom and dad's when you went. Okay.
Yeah, my mom called him up on her recliner one night, the first night we were there. So naturally he was crawling up on there. And the next day he starts going up on the couch and my dad cracked out on that one.
Did he?
But he's a bad beggar. So he was begging for food from all the kids. And
did it work?
No, I think you just eating scraps that Parker tossed on the ground and just kind of mulling around. It was annoying. So
he kind of hung around Parker a lot then, sounds like.
Yeah. He would play outside, but he would just kind of walk around looking for food wherever he could get it. So
well, did you feed him at all?
He's always fed, John.
What do you mean?
We give him 3 meals a day or usually 2, and he begs and he gets
the
a
poor
third.
guy looks a little thin to me, but what do I know?
It's because he got groomed last week.
Oh.
So
Is
they
that
took
it?
all the fur off.
Okay. All right.
Well, anyway, those are all my updates. Sorry. You had Grandparents' Day the other day.
We did. We had Grandparents' Day at two of my grandsons
Oh, really?
go to the same high school, and they have Grandparents' Day there, and it's a religious kind of a ceremony. It's where they have mass and all of that, and just get a chance to be with your grandkids for half a day.
Do you go up on stage at all?
No,
No.
did not.
Did you get thrown in a locker?
Did I what?
Get thrown in a locker?
No, I did not. Didn't get a wedgie either.
No kids bullied you for your lunch money?
No, they didn't. They didn't bully me for the lunch money.
Did you play dodgeball?
Did not.
Dang. So
No.
nothing too fun.
Nothing too fun. Nothing too serious. All the heartaches that I had when I was in high school that we tried to avoid.
Did they call you names or anything?
No names. Interestingly, no names. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. They do that every year, and these are the last two grandsons that we have in high school. So Jack will be a senior next year, and Woods will be a sophomore. So we got
Crazy.
3 more years of this.
Did you get called any names when you were in school? I don't know if bullying was cool back then like it is now.
No, not in high school. It didn't count in grade school.
What'd you get called then?
Just names.
Like what?
Just names.
Well, tell me off air, I guess.
No. It's just names.
I got called one I can't repeat on air. Got called egghead. No, my dad got called egghead. I got called football head. Yeah,
That's not very nice.
No, I had a big head. I grew into it.
Yeah.
That's really it. Football head. Probably suck up. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
cutie.
kids aren't very nice. Well, at least they weren't back then.
It's gotten worse.
Has it really?
Probably with online bullying. I used to have a big gap in my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Got that straightened out,
I did
figured out
too,
in high school,
yeah.
but so they called me names probably for that. Yeah. Don't miss it, but I look forward to coming back someday and bullying those people that bullied me in front of their kids.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm over that. I'm done with it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I have a new car. I didn't spend
No.
$5,000 on
no.
repairs.
I didn't. What?
I would tell them that.
I didn't say
You
that.
can't bully me. Yeah.
I'm driving in a new ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still got a football head. Also,
I don't think so, but go ahead.
today's a big day.
Oh, yeah? What's the day?
The election. We're picking a new president.
Ooh, this is dropping on election day. That's correct. I
So-
hope everybody got out there and voted, or if you haven't, please do. And as Mayor Daley in Chicago used to say,
Vote early and vote often.
vote early and vote often.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that's who it was, but I knew you said that phrase before.
Yeah.
Well, on a count of 3, we'll say who we voted for. 1, 2. I want to do that.
Nixon.
No.
What? Oh,
You wrote him in.
yeah. I did a write-in for Nixon.
Well, when this comes out, you'll be up till midnight watching coverage.
I really will. I'll I just can't. As much as I hate and I complain about all this stuff of how, the way this country seems to be going as far as the elections are concerned, I just can't get enough of it. I really can't. I hate it, but I can't get enough of it.
What do you look forward to? Just like the numbers coming in?
I like the demographics of what's happening and who's doing what and when and where.
Everything's confusing to me, like the Electoral College and all that.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting to watch, but it's kind of, you don't really know a whole lot until the very end, it seems like. And
Yeah, pretty much so. That's pretty much.
so the Electoral College, just for a lesson, of course, for everyone who doesn't know, because I know it really well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like if certain states are like more weighted, they have more electoral votes. Is that right?
Correct.
So like Iowa has a couple, but like California has 15.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that? Because of a concentration of people?
I think it's a population.
But why should it matter? Shouldn't it be a total number of votes?
Should be a total number of population
Why?
because you're representing the people.
But if Iowa has 5 people and California has 50,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't you just count 5 and 50? Why do you have to count them as like just like one?
Well, I don't know. You may have to talk to our founding fathers as to how they decided to come up with the electoral college.
Someday in heaven. I'll
Yeah,
ask
maybe.
him.
Yeah. Talk to Thomas Jefferson. He'll probably know.
Okay.
Or Benjamin Franklin. He'll probably know too.
Okay.
I'll give you some insight to it.
I'll do that. Do you have a station you like to watch? Fox?
I am partial.
channel?
I am partial to Fox. I'll be the first to admit it.
They're fair. They're balanced.
Well, they say they're fair and balanced.
Do you have a local one, like a ABC, NBC, CBS you prefer?
We do ABC a lot. And CBS, we do CBS just to see what the other side's doing, and they're certainly the other side. So is ABC. Both of them are.
Other side?
Other side, yeah.
Oh. Politically?
I guess politically. Yeah.
Oh. Well, we don't.
It's left, they're left leaning and right leaning.
But we don't say who we lean towards.
No.
It's very not obvious.
It's not obvious at all. Nope.
Well, I hope you have
How
fun.
about you? What about you on the whole election thing? Are you you into it or not into it? Or
I'll have it on, but I just think it's kind of, I don't know. Seems like it's always too early to know, and then either way, I'll be sad however it goes.
You'll be sad.
I mean, I don't like either one of them really, but like if the one I pick wins, they'll be making fun of them for 4 years, and if the one I don't like wins, I'll be sad for 4 years. So
yeah, well.
So SNL either way will be full of just political stuff for 4 years, and
yeah,
how it's gonna go.
Yeah, but it's just I'm overloaded with it, to be honest with you. I'm to this point. We're recording this a week before, and the election day, and I'm just I don't know. Can I make it another week with all these vitriolic ads?
I've been getting so many text messages that are just junk.
Have you?
Yeah, I get a lot of spam phone calls. And tired of it.
I've gotten a lot of spam phone calls, not on my cell phone, but at home. I can
It's
tell.
probably worse.
Yeah. Well, do you have a regular landline?
No.
You don't?
No.
Is that kind of old people stuff?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, even my parents got rid of theirs.
Really?
I'm not saying they're old, Mom, Dad.
No,
You're not
saying
old.
you're round.
I said it is old person stuff
Kim,
to keep it, and they did not keep theirs.
It's your son calling you these names. So.
Our phone number used to be, do you know your old number growing up?
Which one?
Your growing up, like your house phone number when you were a kid.
Yes, I do.
What was it?
I'm dating myself, but it's an old phone number. It's Delmar, DE30399.
How did that work?
Well, you looked at the rotary dial on the phone.
Yeah.
And it had an alphabet on it.
Yeah.
And you go D, E, 3, and they also had numbers on it.
Why would you do? Why was it mixed? Because
I don't know why
the letters were also numbers. So why didn't you just do all numbers?
Because the phone companies wanted to determine that. And back in the early days, they did not need that whole, I guess, series of numbers or the numbers that they leaned down.
Delmar was the name of the company?
Delmar was the exchange, what they call the exchange. And Delmar was in a specific area of the city. So it would cover like 30 or 40 blocks of geographic area.
So what was the...
And then like for example, in the southern part of Kansas City, it would be called Willow. It'd be WI, and then 3, and then the rest of the number. Or Harrison, HA. So there would be different designations for geographic locations in the city.
So what were the... sorry if you can hear the sirens in the background. What were the different... Like, what were the numbers? What they translate to? Like, Delmar, like, was it 4?
I don't know. I don't know.
You didn't memorize that part?
I didn't memorize that part.
Well.
How about you? Do you remember your?
712-328-1407.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was it. We got rid of that one a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my neighbor across the street was 3298. I forget it. I used to remember all these numbers for so long, but not no more.
We still have the phone number that Mary Alice got when she first got her own landline, her own phone line. And I think she was 16 when she got that.
That's the number you still have?
We still have that one.
Dang.
Yeah.
What do you mean she got a landline at 16?
Well, they didn't have cell phones back then, so you couldn't just,
But
pick
didn't
up
her
a
parents
phone.
have a phone, like a landline?
Correct.
So why did she have the landline?
Because you had to run separate lines for different numbers.
So she had her own number?
Mm-hmm.
She was that popular?
She was.
You rack up their phone bill back then?
No, because it wasn't charged per minute or any of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
It wasn't like cell phones initially. Initial cell phone coverage or cell phones were horribly expensive.
Did you guys used to talk on the phone all the time, though?
We did, sure.
Would you lay on your bed on your stomach with your legs behind you, kicking up, curling the corded part of the phone?
You go to that happy place, buddy. You there? Yeah.
Not quite.
Okay. All right.
Still thinking about car repairs.
Okay.
Car
repairs.
Well, that's adorable that you do that.
Yeah.
Huh. So then once your phone, you had minutes, did you guys rack up the minutes on your cell phone bill?
Well, when cell phones first came out, it was all predicated on minutes, on the amount of minutes that you could use.
Yeah.
And then there was some genius in California that said, "Look, I'll give you the phone. Just use it." And that's how he made millions and millions of dollars, because that's the way the phone companies would charge you. They'd charge you based on minutes.
Yeah. When you first got a phone that texted, have you ever been a texter, really?
No, not really.
So you never had to keep track of your total texts per day?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was in high school, it was just when all the kids started to get texting.
Uh-huh.
And I got my first phone, I think at like 15. And we had a plan that we could only have, I think it averaged like 21 texts per day. And I remember making it worth that 21 text limit. We had to make sure like you'd fit it all in there. Like, hey, do you want to hang out? If so, where and when and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be like,
I'd abbreviate it.
Wouldn't be like, what are you doing? Cool. Like it is now, like emoji, whatever. So had to keep track of that. I remember convincing my dad it was worth texting because he was on the texting train back then. You can just call someone if you need something. And if you shouldn't be texting, you shouldn't be talking. Like, I'm in 4th hour and I need to ask my friend a question. Well, you shouldn't be texting him. You should talk to him. So, anyway, those are fun times.
Yeah, those were fun. Sounds like it.
But you never had the pain of saving all your texts all day?
No, I did not have the pain of saving the text all day.
Nope. Well, I saw you put your patio away for the year.
We did. We closed down the patio for the season. Moved all the furniture in from the patio into the porch. Of course, there's a whole regimen that has to go along with that.
You're on a tight ship there.
A very tight ship on that one. It was, you have to make sure that the whole the whole porch has been power washed, so you can put wrought iron furniture on the patio, or on the porch, so that it can get dusty and dirty throughout the winter time. But it has to be sparkling clean by the time it moves in.
Let's watch our tone, though, in case she listens. We don't want to come across as being upset.
No, we're not upset. Not upset about it at all.
I think it's a great idea, Mary Alice.
It's what we've been doing for...
You should do that twice a year, I think.
35 years. So, nothing's changed. Nothing new.
Yeah. Well,
so just kind of getting winterized, getting ready for the winter. Put the storm windows in, the storm doors.
Did you get your new glass in?
No, I have to pick that up this week.
Is it ready?
I have not heard from them.
Well, hopefully you don't break it on the way home.
Yeah.
As soon as you're done with that project, you're gonna have to start doing leaves.
Yes. Our area of Kansas City, the Brookside area, is just known for its trees. And they have a lot of trees, big trees. And with big trees comes lots and lots of leaves.
Well, I'm not exactly in a brand new neighborhood myself, so we
No,
have
you're
some
not.
decent sized trees.
You
And
do.
I
Yes,
think
big
today
trees.
they lost half their leaves.
Yeah, because of the wind. We had
It was
a lot of
nuts.
wind today.
I had said last year that this time my favorite yard work activity is picking up leaves, and it is come on out of nowhere. Our weather was it went from hot to comfortable fall, and then this week it's back to hot again. Yesterday was 85, I think,
Yeah, something like
and
that.
then tomorrow it's like 53. So
Was it going to be that chilly tomorrow?
I think tomorrow's actually 75, and then Halloween might be like 53. So
Okay.
it's going back and forth, and I just wish it would stay at one temperature. I had to turn the air back on today because it was so warm and
We didn't
sticky
do
in our
that.
house.
We shut the air down over the weekend. Put the covers over this AC unit, and the whole bit. So
we don't have covers
we're
for
done.
ours. We probably should, I guess.
We can get, I think, Lowe's and Home Depot and all
What does
those
it really
guys.
do?
It prevents leaves and dirt and stuff getting in the,
But isn't that what it does all summer when it's not covered?
not when it's running,
Oh,
because it blows the warm air out.
I guess I'll get one.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the next fun thing. It's going to take all weekend, every weekend for the next 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm dreading that.
Oh, well. It's just you have to write off an entire month of the year just for leaves.
Yeah.
When you live in this part of the world. And that's, you just have to accept it and go with it.
I want to
If
live
not,
in
or
Florida where it's just palm trees and
Well, you have the big palms that come down.
Oh.
You got to deal with those.
I pick up 2 palms.
Yeah.
My Saturday's over.
Right.
I want to watch college football. I can't. I got to pick up 2
I
palms.
know. I have to go out and do the palm thing. Yeah. So anyway,
Well, those are making me mad, but I made our postman mad the other day.
what did you do to the postman? You don't want to make a postman
He
mad.
went postal.
No,
He
you
dropped
don't want to do that.
Janelle was out of town and she had a package delivered.
Uh-huh.
Shocker. And I go to the porch and
Oh, surprise.
there's a note stuck to it, and he said, what did it say?
Was this an angry kind of
Yeah, I think
tone?
it said check your mailbox ! Or clean your mailbox out. And I went out there because I hadn't checked it in a while. Usually Janelle, since she works from home, she'll go out there in the day when something's delivered and she'll clean it out. And it was packed.
Oh.
Totally full. She had some clothes that were stuffed in there and some other shipments that she had made. And he had every right to be upset. But sorry, Mr. Postman. It won't happen again until next week.
Okay, well, good. So it's a legitimate complaint.
Yeah.
And he's probably just trying to help you out by saying, clean out your mailbox. You got it full here, pal.
I also got a random letter in the mail in that shipment.
Uh-huh.
It was addressed to the Abbott family, but to our address. So
Really?
it's like it knew Janelle's maiden name, but also sent it to our address. And I was a little bit peeved.
Why? What'd you
This
do?
is an Atkinson house.
Ooh.
I don't know. Abbott's, they don't live here. This is Atkinson.
Okay.
So I put that in the letter and put it back in the mailbox. And
Don't go postal on.
I forget who it was from, but anyway, they are not on my good list, and I'll not be buying a home warranty from them. Which we did get.
A home warranty.
We did get one of those in the mail too, though. It was a letter saying your coverage is expiring, act now or whatever, and it looked legit because it said our actual mortgage company on it. But Janelle called and it was very clearly a scam. And online, you search the name and they're known for trying to trick you into getting a home warranty through them. Can't trust nobody. That's why it makes sense that people, elderly or not, are falling for scams like that. It's a scary world, John.
It's scary out there, buddy.
Scary.
Really, very, very scary.
I didn't get scammed, but I did. I was influenced into buying something. The other day I saw an ad for.
I didn't influence you.
Well, you don't because you don't have a dog.
Yeah, that's true.
But it was. I meant to buy it before, but it was a car seat cover that was like a hard bottom, so it would hang from the driver and passenger seat headrest.
Okay.
and then it would connect in the back, but the bottom would just be hard. So it would extend the layable surface further than just the seat. It would go over the gap between the front and the back.
Okay. I got you.
So anyway, we would drive Otis enough that I thought it would make it more enjoyable for him to be in the car where he could lay out even further and have more space.
How'd
So,
that work out?
Good. He enjoyed it, I
Did
think. Yeah. But after I saw it on Facebook, I found a cheaper version on Amazon.
Did we know what happened to the rest of the story?
What do you mean?
Did the original go back and Amazon was purchased, or?
No, the original was 4 times the price. So I found an Amazon alternative. I thought that's a good idea. I should get that. Went to Amazon, bought it. But then ever since then, for the next 2 weeks, I've been getting ads for the same car thing. And I want to scroll Facebook real quick.
Is it the same dog car thing?
Yeah, I'll show you how long it takes me to
man.
get a version of this. So I got an Orvis ad, some Halloween stuff.
See, that's why I hate clicking on those things at all. Because I just, you're automatically dumped into some kind of thing that just lets them bombard you with emails all the time.
Well, now that I say it, it's going to go away and not going to show up, but...
And I don't like that.
Hmm.
I'm a cranky old man. I don't like that.
It's going to be on here somewhere. Now that he hears me talking about it, so it's going to hide away now.
Yeah, I will.
Well...
It's gone. That's okay.
Just know that it's there. It was there.
Okay. I believe you.
It's stupid.
Our audience doesn't, but that's fine. That's quiet.
Okay, one more scroll.
Yeah, okay.
And... Dang it. I scrolled I didn't even want to find it, and it kept coming up all the time. But it was there. It was real. And now it's not showing up, but Otis got it, and he's happy.
Well, good. As long as Otis is happy, that's all that matters.
We'll try.
We got to have the
Instagram
president
real
of this company, nice and happy.
I'm sure it'll be on Instagram. Dog.
Dogs.
More dog.
More dogs.
Licking ice cream cone on the TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was there, but now I would just wish there was an option to say that I bought this already. Please quit advertising this to me because it's already been purchased.
Isn't there some way you can go into that ad and scroll all the way down to it saying unsubscribe?
Something like that, probably. Well, you could say see less of this ad or something like that, but it'll just show you a different one instead. So
yeah,
I'd rather see a happy dog in a car.
Well, especially Otis. I mean, guy needs to be a happy dog,
Yeah.
If not, he'll leave you surprises in the car.
Like Mike had. Dang, I said his name. I think it was a secret until I said that. Yeah. I was not also happy in my car last week, one time. Before I found out there were issues with it. I had a reward for Chick-fil-A, which, pro tip, I think I might have said this before. If I did not, if you go to a Chick-fil-A that just opened, like a brand new one, you order from the app, anytime after it opens, pretty soon after, they'll start sending you free stuff all the time. So like if there's one that opens in Lee Summit, I go to that one, they'll start sending me rewards, but you can use them wherever. So,
okay.
Pro tip, I did that once. The new one opened right across the street from my work. And for about a month, I kept getting free stuff sent to me.
Really?
So anyway, I had a reward.
Did it work? I mean, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Plus, their app's cool where like a lot of apps will say you can use one reward per order. So you can't get like a free meal out of it. You have to like just get a free this or that, free drink, whatever. But Chick-fil-A, you can use as many as you want. So you can just pile them all up on there.
Really?
It's pretty cool. Speaking from experience. But anyway, I went to Chick-fil-A one morning on the way to work because I was hungry randomly. Don't usually eat breakfast, but had a free thing. Ordered at the window, pulled through to the window or to the order to the whatever. I can't talk. The speaker pulled through the window, and there's a guy there. He was pretty. I don't know how to describe him. Just kind of flamboyant. And I pulled up, and he said, "How's it going?" I said, "Pretty good." And he said, what are you up to today? And if you say going to work, I'm going to walk away. Like, it's 7:30 on a Tuesday. What do you think I'm doing wearing a polo? Like, so I said, going to work, and he did this like fake stomp off thing, and it was just a weird interaction. It's like, I don't know what it like. Of course, everyone's saying they're going to work.
You kind of get these people. They're kind of attracted to you for some reason.
What do you mean these
Makes
people?
it interesting, but
Yeah. So anyway, it was better than, I don't know. I just didn't get what you want me to say.
Did you get more free stuff?
No, I should have complained.
Oh,
Hey, you've got this guy out there named
what's this Flambeau
Randy.
doing out here, huh?
I don't
What's
know if that's
going on?
the proper term to say, Flambeau, but
Probably not.
I said,
I'm
yeah,
75,
Randy
so I
just
don't care.
said he's going to stomp off and leave if I told him I was doing what I was actually doing, and I want a free chicken mini. It's like, well, who
To
else?
go.
What do you want them to say? I'm going to the zoo. It's 7:30.
Yeah, it's 7:30 in the morning.
I'm getting my taxes prepared right now.
Right.
So, anyway, it's just been a rough week, John.
It sounds like it's been a tough week for the Tay-Tay.
And I'm hoping it gets better soon.
It will. It always does.
Send me some good vibes, as the kids would say.
Oh, yeah.
Send me some aura. I could use
We had to do maximum aura.
maximum aura. Just make it lit.
Yeah. Make it lit. Okay.
Sheesh.
Gotcha.
Anything else going on that you want to discuss?
I
I
got
know I
nothing.
skipped over all your notes that you left.
I know. We did leave a lot of them, didn't we? Well, we can say
Couple.
that for next week.
Yeah. No notes left.
No notes left.
My mom did say that she also appreciates Lowe's more than Home Depot.
Really?
What's
What's the latest with Steve? I mean, we have not heard from Steve lately.
see if he left a note. My mom also said that the Boy Scouts came by and my dad bought a bag of caramel corn for $25.
I would have done the same thing, Joe. And every
So
time
he must be a pushover too.
Yeah, very much so.
Let's
Hey,
see,
mister, you want to
Steve.
contribute to the Boy Scouts? Sure, kid. How much is it? Well, a bag is $25. Done.
So I think Steve usually listens on, it looks like Wednesdays.
Okay. All right.
That's funny. All the texts I got from him were Wednesdays. But
Well, hi to Steve. Hi to Joe. Hi to Kim.
he hasn't reviewed 55 yet. He reviewed 54.
Oh,
He said, I jinxed the Huskers and the Vikings. I mentioned my teams were undefeated.
okay.
And they both lost that week. And he's also a Chiefs and Cyclone fan too.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, he got a kick out of the free dessert story for the birthday.
Uh-huh.
And he included a picture of my Grandma Arlene with her free birthday dessert.
Oh, that's great.
This is Grandma Arlene. So yeah,
Way to go, Grandma.
hopefully we'll get a review from Steve tomorrow
Hope so.
for 55.
Always like hearing from Steve.
We'll have to call him sometime soon
We should call him and put him on the air. Just
on the spot.
put him on the spot, see what happens. Those are always kind of fun to do.
He'll probably be riding his bike or something.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything
Well,
else you want to add on?
we can ride it. If he has a cell phone with him, we can call him on the cell phone.
He'll be out of breath and
He'll be panting. But
well, cool. What else besides your sponsors?
that's all I got. Our sponsors this week are Taylor Atkinson Photography.
And Ben Gay.
Why Ben Gay?
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
It's a good ointment to use.
Okay.
I don't know if Steve uses it after his bike rides. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a little too much information for me, but that's fine.
Put it on your back. What do you think you use it for?
CBD,
CBD?
CBD,
CHD?
CHD.
I just wanna
Christopher H.
say-
Down. Christopher H. Down. Yeah. CHD. That's,
I want to thank the whole
I'm sorry, Chris. I keep getting you confused
and marijuana
mixed up.
supplements.
with the gummies. So in any event, be sure and see Mr. Dowdy at CHD Wood Designs.
Yeah, feel
And-
free to book Taylor for some weddings. He's
Book Taylor for some weddings.
got some openings for next year.
Yeah, some openings for next year, and
John's work.
my work, my
Thank you.
Kansas City Auto Museum in Olathe, Kansas. Be sure and go out and stop by. It's really a fun thing to do with your family and the kids and all that. We're seeing a lot more kids coming through now.
Those rascals with their dirty fingers.
Little rascals.
Put them all over your luxury cars.
Yeah, I know. Just putting their fingerprints all over the 1923 Duesenberg, you know.
Speaking of which, I saw something one time someone posted about like just appreciating the little fingerprints around the house because someday you'll miss them.
You do.
It wasn't my house, but I looked out after Parker left and there's a big handprint on the back door, and I said, "Mom, you can't clean that off. You got to leave that."
Yeah.
So
It's very meaningful.
she probably cleaned it, but not my house, not my cleaning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hope you have a good week, and
You do the same, buddy.
Enjoy.
And be sure and vote.
And
Everybody
enjoy
get
the new
out there and
president.
vote. Enjoy the new press.
See you.
Bye.